Hey guys, it's Margarita, and today I'm here to bring you my March wrap-up. I did not do as well as I was hoping to do this month. I only read a total of 4 books, so let's just get right into it. The first book that I read this month was The Shadow of the Wind by Carlos Ruiz Zafón, and needless to say, I absolutely adored this book. I gave it 5 out of 5. It is the story of a young man who his mother dies, and to try and cheer him up, his father takes him to the cemetery of forgotten books, where he is allowed to choose a book, and that book he must protect with his life for the rest of his life. So he decides he wants to learn more about the author, and when he does, he realizes his life is starting to mirror the book. And this was just a wonderful book. His writing style is beautiful. It's wonderful. I recommend this to absolutely everyone. Anybody that comes to me looking for a book recommendation, this is the first book I say. I love it so much. I actually love it so much that I recommended it to my mom, and she went to the library and got it in Spanish. So I hope that she really likes it, because I know I did. The next book that I read was long overdue, one of the ones on my TBR, thank God, and that is the third book in the Night Angel trilogy. Oh, I forgot the name of it. Beyond the Shadows. I liked it. It was a good book. Unfortunately, I think that I waited a little too long to pick it back up, so I didn't like it as much as I probably would have if I just read the book straight, the 3 books back to back. I found the ending of the third book a little bit meh. Really? I feel like he could have wrapped things up a lot better than he actually did, but that might just be me. Since it's a third book, I can't really tell you too much about what goes on, but in the first book, there is a young orphan. His name is Azoth, and he decides that he's sick and tired of getting kicked around, so he becomes the apprentice of one of the world's most brutal wet boys. And a wet boy is like an assassin, but 10 times better. So it is about his journey to become one of the best wet boys there is in the world. And it's a good book. I really recommend this trilogy. I think it's pretty good. So, yeah. The next book I read is Night Film by Marisha Pessl. And before I say anything, don't hate me. I did not love this book. I actually really did not enjoy it at all. I went into it with a lot of high hopes, expecting it to be wonderful. I heard that there were mind fucks. I'm still waiting for my mind to be fucked. I mean, this book was nothing special to me. I think part of the reason I found it so boring was because I had such high hopes for it. If I had just picked this up never knowing what it was about, I might haven't the book is attacking me because I don't like it. I probably would have enjoyed this more if I just picked it up never knowing what it was about, having no hype around it. If I just randomly picked it up, I might have liked it more, but I found it really boring. And even the parts where they're expecting you to be like, oh my gosh, I have to keep reading, I don't know what's going to happen next. I found myself having no problem putting this book down and walking away from it for a day. I had no urge to pick it back up whatsoever. I mean, it got to the point where it was really personal though. Like, I had to finish the book because I was really hoping maybe the last couple pages would save it. And the last couple of pages actually made me mad. I was really mad that I read this entire book for that ending. No, thank you. Well, if you don't know what this book is about, it is a mystery thriller thing about a disgraced investigative journalist who tried to bring down this cult, he's not a cult, it's not a cult, but this really great film producer, Cordova, and he wants to bring him down because he thinks that there's something really weird about what's going on around this guy's life. So he fails at it, and then Cordova's 24-year-old daughter commits suicide. So he thinks there's more to the story than that. And this book, I was really hoping for wonderful things, and I was really let down. And I just didn't like it. But lots of people love it. So if you're interested in it, don't let my review make you not read it. Read it. I mean, have your own opinion. I might be one of the very few people who just didn't like it. And last but not least, I read The Wolf Wilder by Katherine Rundell. I really liked this book. It was super short. I read it in like a day and a half. It was super cute. It's about this Russian girl and her mother who their job is to reintroduce wolves that have been pets for the Russian elite, to rewild them and reintroduce them into the wild so that they can fend for themselves. And this horrible general, Ravkov, he decides that he doesn't like them and that the Tsar has decided that, you know, they shouldn't be doing what they're doing. We just need to start shooting wolves and let that be the end of the problem. And they take her mother from her and they put her in jail, and it is her story of trying to get her mother back. And I thought it was a really sweet book. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. I really liked it. This was a really, really cute book. So that's it. Those are all the books that I read this month. I'm hoping next month will be even better. I've started 2 books already, so we'll see how it goes. So that's it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Let me know what you guys read in March, and I'll see you next time. Bye.